next direction I went was that these ear-saving mask straps. So what they do is you have your elastic straps on your masks that everyone is required to wear here. And instead of putting it behind your ears, you can actually have the design lock in to that area. Then you save your ears and it goes behind the head, making it a little bit more comfortable. So these I started printing. They take about like 30 minutes to print. And as you can tell, I have more space on here to put additional prints. But the first step was, again, going through all my settings, documenting the prototypes, making sure I can print it in high quality, but then also how fast can I print it with still getting that quality. So I went through, made it all work, figured out how fast I could print them, and then what I did is I added more to the sheet so I could run these printers and I'd get 3 times 3 every hour. So I was able to print 3 straps every hour on each machine, which made for a very easy mass production. The next situation is, who needs this? So I connected with the Tri-Building Administration and Saratoga Hospital, and I was able to print over 250 of these in about 3 days and get them to the nurses and doctors at Saratoga Hospital. Also been able to give them to other community outlets. The entire time I'm making these, I'm documenting all of the process. And the reason I'm doing that is to make sure I know exactly how many are being produced, where they're going, for any kind of publications after, or just logistical information. Sometimes the community wants to know, other organizations like to help out. So different organizations in the area, like charities, might refund us or help supply us with more material and be able to financially help us out. So what I'm showing you now is the episode of this whole process that I like to call failure. Like I told you before, we had to scale it down to 92%, so I couldn't jump on any groups here and help them print. I found through networking a UAlbany, University of Albany led program where they were partnering with Albany Medical Center, and still are, and this design was uploaded. So this is for people that obviously have a smaller printer. It's printed in 3 different parts. Those parts are supposed to connect together. And the reason I call it failure is because no matter how many different tries I did, all of the pieces did not always fit together. So there were gaps. This was the best one. But what I had to do is I brought it into some different design programs, one of which is Tinkercad. And I made changes to the sizes here to see if those would line up. And tried multiple settings, different prints. And where we basically fell on this is that these printers can't consistently print the same size every time. So the tolerance is not perfect, or it's not even close to be able to fit into these different connections here. So I kind of had to bail on that organization as well